saying that, you just need to go there. Say you just need to go there and
just go there and shine.
Just go there, get the course and start. And say the opportunity they go, they help them do their graphic design. And say you go earn better money pass clients for year. They charge. We talk. You go see this. You go say, is it 10K? I say 10K.
My brother, I don't know what they've told you. I don't know what you've heard. Yeah, but let me tell you this. Let me tell you this thing for free. You will earn money there, no doubt. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they will use tax and finish you. So it depends on where you actually land.
I saw that UK chart. You see that UK this thing on Twitter?
I have not, guy. I don't need to. I know UK. So don't worry. They're format. They might back on my hand. UK, we use tax to end you if you are not careful. The Americans have a series of months, maybe like 2 or 3 months, that they actually lovingly call tax season. Now, in that tax season, you calculate all your earnings from the last time you pay tax to the current time where you pay your tax, and then you now calculate your tax within that period. Sure, you understand? You calculate your taxes within that period, and then you compute it, and then you file it. Unlike here in Nigeria, where your employers help you to file your tax.
Yeah.
Sure, you understand?
I've never done the tax in my life.
Sure, you understand. But here's not the thing. So most employers in Nigeria actually use that tax thing to actually commit fraud, because they will on paper say that they are filing tax for you. But ask yourself, have you given your employer your tax pin before, your tax thing before?
I don't have a tin, first of all.
My brother, go and get one. Trust me, you should go and get one. It's very, very
that's true. But it's free, and it's free again. So it's not as if it's like a huge
it's not really a huge thing. You can actually get it. I don't know whether you can apply for online for it, but go and get it.
It's not really going to be a big deal, sure.
So
I'll get that later.
But in companies that where they request for your tax ID or your tax thing or whatever it's called, the companies that request for those kind of things, they will process your tax on your behalf.
That's nice.
Sure, you understand. Well, here's not the thing. The thing is, what's it called? The thing is, the system runs with the assumption that you have only one source of income, which is the company that is working for you. If you are self-employed, if you're an entrepreneur, you have to file your taxes by yourself, which obviously makes sense. But the thing now is, if you are doing PP, ideally you should be paying taxes.
That's true.
Unfortunately, we don't capture PP tax in Nigeria. We don't capture PP tax in Nigeria, you get, and it's ridiculous. But it is what it is. What man will you do? Sorry,
I thought so. Is there was this discussion they were having on Twitter about what the person saying?
Having 2 jobs or something.
No, Akara.
Akara. I don't really know the origin of that gist. Yeah.
No, it's one guy. I don't think you know this guy, Haiti. Usually on Twitter. I don't think you know him.
No,
popular guy like that. You don't know him. It's one guy, and I started the whole thing. Was saying that he knows people here that I think it was making, is it 30K? I think
30K per day. Yes, I saw that nonsense tweet. And Akara woman makes 30K per day. First of all, that is a lie.
I know I take 30K. I want to say this. No. I don't know what you go do. We go just form like UI design. Just use UI design for one poster. Just form Akara joint. Guy, that's all say. Guy, in 3 months you don't get no money. You go japa for this country.
I'm telling you, that thing is a scam from the pit of hell. Nobody I know that is doing Akara.
30K. Even me, I was
30K, fam. Yo.
I think so. I think someone told me like 5K. I feel so 5K. They possible. I feel believe because Akara, if you sell like, let me say if you get like 10 naira per one Akara, but if you sell like 500, if you get like 5,000, so 10K feel they possible. If you are in a very good place,
if you are in a good place, but what are the chances that you are going to be in a good place? Even if they are Jigun, even if you did VI, and if they like some kind of corral inside VI,
yeah.
You say, believe me, there is no corral in VI. There's literally no corral in VI. every place is a corporate looking building or a residential
Yeah,
area,
yeah,
and
yeah,
no
yeah, yeah.
residential area will allow no residential area and VI
We
will allow you
allow
to
this thing. Yeah,
yeah
that's the thing.
Akarama.
I thought some that
So
that's the thing again. I don't really like about VI. VI is like all those modern American cities where you have to go to all those supermarkets to get your bread, your milk, and stuff like that. But yeah, no, that's also when I was with my brother there. He lives there. I was
yeah,
like, he says, "Oh, he just if you want to buy bread, like in my area now, I just know that okay, I need to just go outside, walk like 100 meters. I'll go and buy bread. You understand? This
yeah.
one now, I'll
You
go.
you come on, you
I'll
go
still
to
be
look for
looking,
supermarket.
looking for supermarket, enter supermarket. Okay, I want to buy bread. I want to buy this and co. But yeah, I think sometimes you don't need to copy everything. You need to mix it up a little bit, create like a mini retail center, like all those malam shops that are in between that you can just get your regulars, get your this thing and go. But that's also if you're in a high-end area, obviously, your days of sachet milk and sachet Milo is over. You're not a big boy officially, so you need to go and buy. But that's also what if you don't want to struggle like we used to struggle? We'll get there, we'll get there.
The
Yeah, I'm
thing
not really
is,
worried,
see,
sha. But this one you're saying this graphic design field now is field though. I'm just tired.
Calm down, calm down, calm down. Let me break it down for you. So graphic design, no, okay. So those are if people who are doing product design, UI, UX, you understand. Your competition is like all these Gen Z people that
Yeah.
people that anybody, because literally right now anybody that has access to laptop and 2 months of free of free internet, if you know what you are doing, you can actually start designing products and all that. And that really shouldn't stop you from learning graphic design, because when you learn graphic design,
Helps.
all the things that you learned in product design, you discover the why, not the
Yeah.
how, the why in graphic design. But here's not
Especially
the problem.
typography. Typography is a very huge
Typography,
course.
color usage, hierarchy, especially visual hierarchy, all the rules, all the laws, you will discover the why inside graphic design. But here's not the problem. Like I said, Gen Z are your competition when it comes to product design or UI UX. Shomolu boys are your competition with graphic design. If you think that you're badass, we will take you to Shomolu. You will see your junior brothers out designing you. You don't even God. And it's not like they are using. It's not like they are using.
Jazz.
No, which kind of jazz? It's not like they're using the latest version of Photoshop. But some of these people are still stuck on Photoshop 7, Photoshop 8, man. No time to upgrade, because if you say you want to upgrade, which system do you want to upgrade to? Sure, I understand. Most of the people are still using like all these knockoff desktop. Oh, guy, when they design for you, my brother, things like they design ungodly things. You know that there are rings in that Shomoli where they actually forge certificates, and they will do it seamlessly.
Man.
They will do it seamlessly.
The thing is, I think this graphic design is if I were to do it actually, I need to find a niche. Like a niche that I know has a very high
If
has a very high sense. Then I
so
know
let me
that if
advise
I
you.
get in, like
Let
I'll
me
be like
advise you.
exclusive.
Let me advise you. Let me advise you what I think you should do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's what you're going to do. You're going to learn about graphic design. Yeah. Good. And then after that, you now start specializing in visual identity design. And in visual identity design,
Like
you now start
branding.
learning visual identity, basically logo design. Branding. What you call branding, is actually visual identity design. Visual identity design is in fact, it's just one part of branding. Branding, involves visual identity design, involves marketing, involves strategy, involves advertising, involves positioning. Like there are several things you have to consider when you are talking about branding. So what we call branding actually is visual identity design. Sure, you understand. Now,
I think that's a good tool.
So
Okay.
what I think you should do is, like I said, learn graphic design, start drifting into visual identity design, learn all there is to learn about visual identity design. And trust me, man, God Almighty, there is sweet money in visual identity design if you have the right clients. There is very, very sweet money. Don't fall into the trap of don't fall into one of these two traps. Number one, social media managers, where social media designers, where you'll be designing social media banners and flyers and shit like that. First of all, your main competitors are on Canva and they're on Fiverr. That shit is disgusting. That shit is disgusting.
Yeah, that's it. See, that's what I'm trying to avoid. I don't want to. I can't go with $5 people. We got some Indian guys where with $5 or more. It's a good investment. It was on Instagram post. The guy the vest talk say one guy, he do one fancy logo like that. You can't talk say he charge guy like $200. Say no, I charge him $20. I just put him out down like what? You charged him 20 for this? Some got us say, why you can't invest? I don't understand. This guy they make him back for us. Because if clients we get this thing for $20. Me now, if I charge my own 1K, and they're going to tell me,
they will tell you I can get it for
$20. You share with this thing for $20.
And the truth of the matter, here's the thing now. See,
no, we need to get higher standards in this country. I tell us, guys, we need to up this standard because
but here's the thing.
Either we start a graphic design union because you know they wear.
Okay. Calm down. Let me explain something to you. Yeah, you see those people that charge low, the industry needs them. And let me tell you why the industry needs them. The industry needs them because everything works in a circle. There is a market for every price.
True.
And the moment you understand that, you will know that you will be able to raise your prices without fear.
Yeah,
there is a market for every price. Now, here's the thing. There is no way in this world, as I did so, there's no way in this world that I will collect 100K for logo design again. As I am now. There's no way I will collect 100K for logo design again. I'll probably collect 250K or thereabouts. And there was, there was this woman, the last logo I did, the last public logo I did. Yeah. This woman just walked up, she just buzzed me and she was like, how far? This is how much, this is what I want, blah, 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 blah. She didn't even talk too much. You get. And once she just said, okay, this is what I want, I told her that I can't even cut mine small, say, oh, more. A woman, she might take this thing. So in an attempt to scare her, and I told her that this thing is 250K. She was like, no problem. Send me your account details. Whoa! You mean that? For real? Okay.
I get your point.
So I sent her my account details. 5 minutes later, I was like, wow, you know what? So here's the breakdown. You're gonna get your logo in 5 business days. And that's like first draft, actually, and you have maybe 3 revisions. Now we call the set rules, which is actually normal, which is ideal because if you give clients, they will revise till they die.
Yeah.
You understand? So here's now what happened. And I told her that, okay, this is what we just had a brief discussion on what her expectations are. Where she showed me the logos that she liked. And it kind of gave me an idea of, okay, what will really appeal to this woman. So I just went over it and I started designing. I came up with 3 iterations. She understands. She just looked at it and picked one and said, I love this one. Thank you very much. So I need you to help me apply it on here. It's not a problem. And after that, I package everything, put it inside some kind of visual identity, very small mock-up visual identity document, added some mock-ups so that she has a fresh idea of how her logo looks on some
promotional material and co.
On some promotional materials and so on. And I sent it to her. That was it. That was the end of our engagement. Mind you, this woman paid me full. She did not pay me half. She did not do 50-50. She paid me full.
She's having. Yeah, I get your point. We need to reach a point your aim is to look for the consumers that will pay the 250K without complaining about dollar and everything.
I didn't say 50K. I said 250K.
I said you need to get to the stage where people will pay you 1,500,000 without them telling you about dollars and co. I get you. You need to aim for the higher class clientele.
Now. So here's the thing. Yeah, the value I will provide is not the same value a $5 person will provide.
That's true.
That is the honest truth. The value myself will provide Like if you're coming to me to come and meet me, I say you want to do full branding, and I tell you that okay, full branding is 500 or 600K. What I'm going to do for you, the person that is going to collect that thing for me for 20K, he will never do it for you. And that's the honest truth. Now here's now where it now gets interesting. By the time you go and meet that person to do it for you for 20K, you will pay that 20K. You will take their work. You might be happy with it too. 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. Then something happens. You probably need to rebrand. You need to, your visual identity is not really competitive like that. Your logo is not standing well with the real juggernaut of with the real juggernaut of your industry. Guess what will not happen? He will come back to me, and that 500K you think you didn't want to pay, you will pay it. You will pay it. Or we say to God who made me, I will not collect 500K. That transport money that you went front and came back, I want 100K. So you end up paying 600 on top of something you should have paid 500 for, and I will have given you a longer value.
That's true. I get your drift.
You understand? So this is what you should always bear in mind. Number one, there is a market for every price, and there is a client for every. Like there's a client for every designer.
That's true.
It now depends on how you position yourself, how you market yourself, and the value that you are able to provide.
Yeah, bring to the person.
You understand that I are able to provide to the person. So if and especially in visual identity or even branding, your best customers are your returning customers. So these people that you service and they're happy with you. They are your best customers because they do two things for you.
Advertise
One,
for you.
They will advertise for you, and they will always come back. They won't even think 2 times about it. Oh wait, we need a website. They don't know whether or not you do website, but you'll be the first person they call.
That's true.
Sure, you understand. They don't know that but you'll be the first person they call, and God should help you now. You probably know Webflow. Collect that money and be happy. Do you understand? So and then those ones there, Jesus Christ, their mouth is always the loudest. The moment they go out like this and they say, your logo is bad. Now come and meet my guy. I have someone that did it for me now. Don't worry, he did it for me for this amount. I swear to God, like before you know, you start having people, Before you know, you start having people that are coming from your own, from your own return clients.
That's nice.
Sure, you understand. So that is that is how you make money. That is how you thrive in visual design or in graphic design. That is how you provide. That is how you make money from the value that you provided to your own customers, to your return customers, to new customers, and all that value a 20K person can never give, because all he's interested in is numbers, quantity. What you are interested in as a 500K person is quality. The 20K person is going to work. Let me see. It's going to work like 20 deals to earn just what you will earn in one deal. Because as far as it's concerned, it's quantity. It's a numbers game for him.
Yeah.
So you should never put your mind in that box where you think it's a numbers game. It is never a numbers game. You are hungry, yes, so Sapa will slap you, yes, so but my brother. My brother. Because if you start with that numbers game mentality, the people that you start with, not that. The people that you start with, are most likely the people that are going to be with you for a while.
Okay.
And then they will always be the first to express shock when you start raising your prices.
Yeah.
So the moment you start raising your prices, they will be the first to force it back down.
So you can't be charging.
You cannot be charging as it's too expensive. Nah, this is how much I used to pay for it. Now, blah, 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 blah. So what you will now be forced to do is you now start looking for new clients. Work that you should have done at the beginning, you're not doing it at the middle.
I get your point. So okay, I get this whole drift now. So it's basically positioning, and because because if I go on Instagram, like I've noticed that all those top guys, usually the visual identity, this thing, and packaging again, those two ones I'm seeing that I say I just want to say, that's where that's where the money is currently at the moment. You understand? And presentation. I just say after me, I'm just trying to relearn Illustrator. I want to relearn InDesign. I want to just restart this thing and just start pushing because I just let me just using this one to be chopping money. Then when you are designing a job, come and hand we go. So we go.
See. Let me tell you one trick. Let me tell you one trick to actually. I don't know. It's something that worked for me back then, and I've seen versions of that trick work right now. So it's not a hack.
Okay.
Bear in mind, it's not a hack. It requires you to do a lot of work. But the long and short of it is this. Put yourself out there as much as you can. Make as much noise. Be part of any design conversation. Let people see you. Let people notice you. Now, as they are seeing and noticing you, you'll be backing it up with quality work. People will see your work and like, this person that is always talking about UI UX, almost see his work. These guys have this work. Sure, you understand? Create an Instagram account. Make some noise on LinkedIn. My guy, don't fuck around with LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn.
Don't fuck around with LinkedIn.
Someone was telling me that LinkedIn is like where the money is now. Say school Twitter and go.
Someone was telling me that. Don't waste your time on Twitter.
Someone was telling me that most of the time, right, you get clients for all those $50. When they say when you move to Clinton, say it was getting client of $1,000. Say I need to say this client are people that if you don't give them, the next to say, and don't you want it for?
No,
300. They'll say 1,000. 1,000 is okay. And collect the money, do the job.
You understand? That is where the money is.
So you don't think, thank you, sir.
The only reason why I'm not like super hyper active on LinkedIn is because A, multi-tagba. 2, no, actually, like I want to believe that I've crossed the point whereby I don't.
You have to do all those
many active.
I get a point.
Yeah, that's number one. Then number 2, I'm actually fucking lazy because it's the truth. Because see, let me tell you something. And it's a trap you must never fall into. Now, you've heard the phrase that hard work will beat talent any day, right?
Yeah.
First of all, let me tell you something. That thing's a fucking lie. Should I explain why?
Explain, please.
Good. Now, hard work will beat talent as long as talent does not grow. You see, a talented person will always improve. A hardworking person has to work 4 times to be as good as a talented person. The only downfall that a talented person has is that he becomes complacent. He becomes lazy because he works with the assumption that I'm talented, everything comes to me naturally.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So that is why it's easy for you to say that a hard work will beat talent any day, anytime. My brother, that is inaccurate. It is very, very inaccurate. If you are talented and you are determined, no matter the hard work you put in this world, nobody will ever match you. Because you can be good, you can be talented, you can be amazing. I mean, you can be good, you can be skillful, you can be amazing as a hardworking person. But you see, a talented person will always have that extra thing.
Edge. I get your dream.
And that is what separates the likes of Mozart from whatever the fuck, as in name any.
I don't know the rest of them. There's Mozart and the other guy. Don't say the other.
You understand? Because that is fucking talent. Do you feel me? So
I feel you.
So So that thing, that coupletance here, I suffer from it. I suffer from it big time. I have never applied for. Okay, let me not say that because that's going to be inaccurate.
Yeah.
All the jobs that I've ever worked in, I never applied for.
Oh, okay, I get your drift.
All the jobs I've ever worked in, I never applied for because they were all referrals. Sure, you understand?
The work was good now.
No. I'm not talking about PPU. I'm talking about companies that I've worked for.
Oh, okay.
All the way from Softcom to Syracuse. No, Softcom. After Softcom, I ran my company for like a year. That one casted. So from Softcom to Syracuse. The discussion was Leslie. Syracuse, my schoolmates for Covenant that time. Guy, how far? What's happening now? What are you doing these days now? Come on, guy. We get opening. Like see how much you want to pay you. Oh, yeah, now let's go. That's literally what happened. From Syracuse to InterSwitch. At InterSwitch, I showed up. Sure, you understand. I came with my CV and everything. I came with my CV, my documents. I came with. I even tried to redesign QuickTeller at that time, because I had like some ideas and all that. As I said, okay, I designed. Here's what I did for QuickTeller. The people that were interviewing me, Joseph Benson at the time, the guy just, I think I was using an iPad back then. So he just tossed it aside. No, don't worry. We know you are good. This interview is a formality. Just come. We are going to hire you.
We thank God.
Sure, you understand. From InterSwitch to Team Apt. Team Apt was just literally just come. Just come. We know you are not happy at InterSwitch. Just be coming.
Just come. We'll sort you out.
We'll take care of you. Don't worry. I won't lie, man. God, they've taken care of me.
Praise you, God.
They've taken care of me.
Hey, God.
So that's just jobs that's just companies I work for. Jobs that I take on. I have not gone to anybody's inbox to say, oh, I do this, do that. I have not sent a cold mail.
Yeah.
I have not advertised myself to in any forum and say I do this, I do that. No, because for some strange reason, people I've done work for are always eager to refer people or refer their friends and other companies to me. So it is easy. God. It is easy. Don't call it grace of God. Calm down. I mean, it is, yeah, but calm down. It is easy to fall into that complacence trap. It is very, very easy to fall into that trap. Because you think that everything is going on well and everything is going on sweet, like awesomely for you. My brother, it can change at any goddamn fucking moment. It can change at any goddamn fucking moment. So that's why you need to add drive, add zeal, add ginger to your hustle. Whether or not you are talented.
Or not.
Like you get like don't do what I did and then wait for me. I don't want to say I'm a special case, but I'm a different case. So don't fall into that trap, man. Don't believe that because you're talented, man, you have the skill, then when I design, everybody will come, or they will not come. You have to go out there.
Advertise, push your this thing and co. I think basically just marketing yourself, basically marketing. And I was just saying that for marketing, I'm not going to be hosting with 30K logo. Like I say, at least 100. At least you need to step it up a little bit. So I need to get that high money because the United States usually is to pay. You go to like US side, all those people, and go. You don't see someone. You like there was one woman like she was doing copywriting and stuff like that. She was saying that she would do one article, like she would do that perfect SEO, everything like that. So she would charge kind of like $100 and go. She would see her mates In the US, they are charging thousands of dollars, and she check the article. Article is not up to, it's not even good at all. She can't vex. She can't talk say, it's not the same work I'm doing. And so babe, can't they hike her prices? Can't they target those people? Now I think she earns like 20K per month or something, or 15K. She don't step out. She don't step out. She said she can't.
$15 per month.
Yes, now. Is this like $1,000 per month?
No, of course not, nah, guy. Because guy, see, if you do good work, yeah,
you get paid.
You'll get paid.
Just that this our country just.
No, don't cast. There's nothing about it.
But me, I tell so say that's why there was this argument that people were having online that I don't know, was it all those woke guys in America and co. They were saying, I think they wanted to start like I think all those Google and Apple and going to start doing like those remote jobs for like Nigerian developers and co. So I was now saying they should be paying us the same amount as people in SF or Silicon Valley.
Calm down. No. Okay, first of all, if you really think about it, that person is not wrong. That person
is not wrong. No, it's not wrong, but but
what?
In terms of issue, but it's not wrong, sharp boy. I tell you, say, hope you know, see now that price be your advantage. If they're going to pay us the same amount as we pay us for SF, then basically go hire someone for US, go do the job now. But if you basically hire us for like 1K, 2K, it's cheaper, and again, it boosts your profile again in terms of future jobs.
So calm down. Here's the thing. Now, like why I say that person is not wrong here is because, first of all, if you're trying to be inclusive, if you're trying to be inclusive as a company, it's probably you should probably do it properly and all that. Now, if you are going to do it, now that I think about it, most companies, when they are hiring outside of their country, don't necessarily pay you full price. They will not necessarily pay you the equivalent, Sha. Some will pay you close, some will pay you within a bracket, Sha. Sure, you understand.
Yeah.
But it will not be like they are underpaying you. So I was supposed to do
I think the argument we were trying to have was that if an average, like if Google now, let's say Google picks like 300 junior developers in this country now, you understand?
Yeah.
And I'm paying them like $2,000 per month. So that's like 1 million naira every month. Say for an average young person in the country, you're making any 1 million naira in a month. Say it will change lives. So this is the time where we have to.
First of all, your personal economy will improve significantly.
Yeah, I was say that you guys are thinking. See, guy, if you're in like 1 million naira per month, say your life has changed. Like your mom see life, your pop see life. Say, guy, everything has changed. That you won't. That you say you're not. Well, say true. You cannot afford Teslas and co. But in terms of everything else,
first of all, $1 million a month into your account. First of all, that's your house rent. House rent for that year is sorted. You probably won't even touch it. House rent is first of all sorted, but feeding sorted. But maybe after 3 or 4 months, you probably just like launch a car or take your entire family, move from Ebutemeta down to phase 1 straight up, no time. Pay 3 years down payment because you really don't want to be stressed. You really don't want to be stressed, my brother. So like.
So that's what basically all of us were just arguing. We're arguing that this is the capital, the poverty capital in the world. Like we don't really get there's no really choice like for us to start haggling for 10K. So guys, those values should be 2K. The later you improve your skill and co. You will now start charging for that 10K. But I tell us in the edge, I'm not going to say about 10K. You can tell us, what's up there for going to Bangladesh or all those places are going to start collecting their 1K from that place. Maybe increase them by 5K.
Wait. First of all, the reason why they will never go to Bangladesh, as opposed to coming to Nigeria to get real talent is because, as opposed to what you think, Bangladesh doesn't have as much talent as we do here in Nigeria. Here in Nigeria, we are fucking driven.
That's true.
We are fucking driven. She understand. I'm not saying that the Bangladeshi are not
They have no
talented.
place, man.
I mean, I'm not saying they're not talented.
I get it.
But Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
Have you seen some Nigerians? Like, guy, have you seen some of the things we've done? Yeah, we are fucking driven.
Yeah.
And then, I mean,
be good, Shad. I good. I kind of forces of poverty, kind of.
I think there are other reasons, other sensible reasons why they will prefer to go and hire someone who is going to charge them more than hire someone who is going to charge them for I beg anything if you enter my belly. Do you understand?
That does quality work. There's someone that does study work. I get
you
it.
You understand?
There's value.
So
and this is not you're not still paying them to become value money. You're just telling them need money. Okay,
you're just paying them mid money, and you're like, I mean, the company
because there was like
you're winning.
Yeah. I think I say, yeah. I see putting out quality work. And that's what I was saying that. Like all these freelancers, like there's this guy. I don't know. I need to check out this guy. Or more. Maybe later, if you mind, I'll bring his. I will send you Telegram join link. It's on his Twitter page. He's a guy always saying that how to earn $5,000 a month. The guy is commenting. I think his earning should be between $5,000 to $7,000 a month. That's like his freelance work and stuff like that. Yeah. Every day, I go the ginger. I go they tell you say do this and cool. Say there's money. Say he's. I think for why I like the guy, any opportunity, why we share it for us freely. Yeah, so you help boy. He said his goal is that yes, you should be minimum 3K. Wow, this is nice. This is lovely. He said like minimum 3K per month at least. You start. Because I'm going to tell you, you guys are not sitting there, you between all this 5K work, 10K work. Say people for Texas and co, they want your work, they're looking for you. They don't because I think what he's trying to I think is actually sensible strategy. Shall I tell you why? Like think of it, people in Texas, like let's say if I want to hire someone for Texas and make you want to do digital marketing work, let's go charge like $1,000 or $1,000. But you as a Nigerian, if you charge like $300, you understand? You get I think in Nigeria, you think that money is big money. But actually, to that person, basically taking
to them is throwing money actually.
Throwing money. So I'm not saying if you now do like 10 clients in a month, that's 3K automatic straight up. I can't say. How you do the math? I can't say. That's why I just say what people need to do. But me now, I just say just to gain the skill because right now the skill no day there, my brother. There's no confidence to like go with the guy there and say have far bring the money, bring $300. I say okay. I think I was what because someone just asked me. He just asked a question now. What do you have and what are you offering? I say, what do I really? What do I? You say, what do I have to offer? I'll pay you money now. Let's just say more. I talk about politics, so you feel good for that one. That's what I have right now. Like, I feel about, or maybe about how to read books. As I read books, so like, I can teach you that one. But that's what I think. That's what I say. That was actually a good thing because you see, she go shake you. Go tell you say. You see, you always say you don't have money. Do you have anything to offer? What do you have to offer? Whether guys start learning how to do marketing or copywriting or design and go, or I need one like a website that no pass. Oh my word! Like you guys was just saying that. He said what was the for this Nigeria? He said and they miss them. Say people where say 5 jobs in a month, $1,000 per job. They don't chop their money. Because I say people for these Western people are cool. You just need to do good SEO, good websites. They will pay you 1K. Because someone said that because they know that in that place, if you want to do website and cool, how much they go charge you? They go charge like 3K or 4K and stuff like that. Website, but you now hungry, you're a hungry man. I don't know say what even you say I should talk to what you say you will fear, you talk say just say don't cost like that $1,000. But I'm not that stupid like that,
Guy, but first of all, calm down. $1,000, not $1,000. If you are using Webflow, you're calling out $1,000 for like maybe 6 or 7 jobs. Say if you're actually very fast with Webflow, you can finish on certain jobs as long as they're not like big like that. but you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
finish
okay.
some kind of certain jobs in like 4 or 5 days, as long as you're fast and your design is on point and they approve. So 5, 6, 7 days, you've done one website. Let's just say you knock out like 5 websites
In a month.
in a month, which is pretty much what you're saying. That's and being that dollar now is like 540.
540.
540 times. Like that's almost 3 million. Man. That's almost
That's
3 million.
2.7 million now, straight up. Oh.
Straight up, like clean money on top
I
website
tell
design.
I'll say if you plan your cars right, if you do work like 3, I tell you the way dollar they go, I tell you you won't get higher than that. If you play your cars right, you start. Like in 3 years, if you plan your investments, so in 3 years or 4 years, in fact, you can retire. Because I hope you know that in the future you can't be charging $1,000 again. No, you charge
Of course
2K.
not.
You go charge
No,
3K.
my
So
brother.
I think I say sometimes you go do only 2 jobs, then you go charge only 2K, 3K, you go charge 6K, okay, $3,000, 6K. I tell us say again, you know, I tell us no. What will help you again is that you have boys. I tell us you need to have people because what may I tell us if you are doing something like website, like you need to have your digital marketing people. People you could talk say, okay, bros, you don't do this website that big. I know some guys shall they'll do this work for you. And when the guy gives those guys your guys contracts for digital marketing job, you will tell those guys that after 20% and 20% from your this thing and you understand. So that way, true if I and co, you're still collecting money down the line, you understand. And again, let us say within 4 years, 5 years, yeah, retire, you know. Let's you really love design job like that. You like design. That's a really shy. That's a really if I don't get like
my brother,
that's what I'm saying.
I
Let's say
don't
this
tire to
life,
this.
if I don't make like 100 million for 200 million for this, I'm like, why am I stressing again? Like,
well, okay, so here's what I want you to also consider, because
yeah.
So me now personally, I don't intend to be a designer for the rest of my life. In fact, I don't want to retire as a designer. That thing is offensive. No, it's a truth. That thing is actually quite offensive. If I retire as a designer, right?
You want something else like a role, like a manager role or something like that?
See, there are other things to actually do. You don't want to push pixels for the rest of your life, and that's the honest truth. Although there are some people that are actually content with it. But the truth of the matter is, or at least what I believe, not necessarily true, but what I believe is this: it gets boring very quickly. Like me now, I think this is a boast that I have made several times, and I have backed up. Ladipo, are you on this call? Ladipo.
I don't think he's online.
No, he's online. He's just not listening.
He's not listening, maybe. Maybe just put it there.
Very good. Now, if Ladipo were here, he will probably verify this thing to you. You can't bring anything new to me that I've not already done, as long as it's product design. That's the honest truth. I've done everything. Is it back office? Is it back office? I've done. Is it fintech? I've done. Is it loan? I've done. Is it recruitment? Recruitment? I've done. Like, is it logistics? I've done. There is nothing you can bring to me now that I have not already done. Sure, you understand. And there's this, and I don't know if you remember if you remember during our classes, during our session together now, I keep saying something that I don't do wireframes. It's not an empty boast.
Yeah, I've passed that level now.
It's not an empty boast because if you can give me your product, now you can give me your product documentation. I already know how it's going to look, so I just start designing instantly. All I probably need to do is if I'm not sure of anything, I'll just pick my pen and paper and I'll start iterating. And chances are I barely even do that. I barely do that. Because once I just sit there, I open my thing and I just start designing. As long as it makes sense to me and I can use it, and then I test with 1 or 2 people and they are fine with it. Design don't set.
I think I reached what they call it mastery stage.
Design don't set. So as I am right now, I am bored.
Oh, you need something
I need something more interesting. I need something more challenging. And it's one of the reasons why I want to leave Hangout. Because the truth is I'm tired. I'm tired of fintech.
They're tired of doing the whole this things. Okay, as become a routine. You need something
I need something more
exciting.
interesting. So I was
Yeah.
so that one of the reasons, one of the companies I was trying to apply to once upon a time was, I think it was a boutique company. So the boutique companies are basically companies that do everything. They are mostly like they are a branding company. They are a website design company. They do they can do
Okay, I
everything,
get it.
but they have like really mad clientele, and there's always money coming in. So it's not a case of okay, we just start like these guys they're really savvy and a foreign company. So unfortunately, I didn't get the job. But the reason why I even applied, there was because I wanted something different. If it meant just me working on websites for like the next 1 year, I have absolutely no problem with that. Just art direction, conceptualization, motion graphics, websites. I just wanted to do something different. Fortunately, I'm still stuck here with this with this UI UX. I'm just stuck here with this UI UX, and I just sometimes you wake up in the morning and you're just like. Although it's different now because when you're married, because right now you even have a choice, man. You just
Yeah, you don't have a choice.
you all wake up and you're like, let's take this.
Yeah,
And you
that's
have to
true.
do it every day because nobody's going to hear that. Oh, man, I didn't feel like doing it, or I'm bored. I'm like, yeah. Your family needs to feed, bro.
That's what I think maybe my mom say or go to say, hey man, you want you marry? I say marry me. And that's what I say. I told my friend say if you see me get girlfriend for this economy and time, please tell me to go away for that girlfriend. Say this is the time for me to start. There's no time for Galivanti or this thing and co. Maybe through text message you feel one now or the telegram and co. But so I'll say, you take out. I say take out.
No, take out my brother, guy. No, see.
Like
I think I was giving someone this advice. I was giving someone this advice recently. Yeah. I was giving someone this advice recently, and he was saying something to the effect of, "Oh, he wanted to focus on visual design. He wanted to focus on design. He didn't have time for women." I told him that, like, stop that talk. Like, you should actually stop that talk, first of all, and be honest with yourself. You right now you are saying all these things because you probably don't have money to actually afford a relationship, or
yeah.
and this is most likely the case. You're afraid of getting hurt. My brother, see, they will hurt you whether you like it or not. People will hurt you. People will disappoint you.
That's inevitable.
It is inevitable. People will disappoint you just like you will disappoint other people. It is part of the process.
I have to enter this conversation. I've kept quiet. Please, I'm sorry. Usually I just let Leslie speak, but I have to enter.
Oh yeah.
Who is asking you to? Why is your mother asking you to marry in this economy?
It's not marriage per se, like why you not dating someone or stuff like that? Don't say something.
Because look at the person you are comparing. Leslie is a married man. Look at how much Leslie charges for side gigs. He's still really struggling to keep his head above water.
You know what?
You understand? Like, why are we? Like, you look, I've told people, and I usually tell people, and this is one of the things I used to tell myself the truth. And look, Baba, you are earning 6 figures at best. At best. Do you want to put another person's child in suffering? Like, why do you want to kill yourself? This country is already hard. Like,
like don't play this game on nightmare mode, man. Like,
you understand?
As well. But and the funny thing again, like after last week, after that, you hear that about that Nedu and his wife. and
Bro,
I need DP and the Two Face. I don't think I said one guy. I know there's a guy. Think I watch yourself, bro. This woman, something's
guy.
wrong, bro.
Can I
Wrong.
say
Fam,
something?
fam.
Leslie,
Yeah,
I know you love your wife. Every
yeah,
day
yeah.
you thanking God that you marry someone that is okay. I'm
My
serious.
brother. You don't need you see this thing you said there. It falls under it goes without saying. Share on that. Fam, see, my tell you something. Like I've been heartbroken, not once, not twice, not three
Me, I've
times.
been broken once. I cannot happen again because I'm broke.
You understand?
I can't be as broken 2 times. My heart is broken. My pocket is broken.
Like
so
there's nothing left again. You
there's
don't.
nothing to break again. So as I am, I'm just going.
Oh my god. Okay. So what was I even trying to? What was I trying to say? Like, look, I've seen. I've been heartbroken before. I've experienced love. I've experienced joy. I've experienced pain and things within that nature. The thing is, yeah. I have come across some really decent women, some really decent girls that it simply just didn't work out because of one or two things. And it's not like they cheated or it's not like I cheated. It's just there were just some things that we couldn't just overcome. Or maybe they were just like situations that we couldn't just, I couldn't just get over or she couldn't just get over. I mean, that's fine, you respect it. There was once upon a time I was supposed to get married, not to my current wife. There was another girl, and I had already proposed. I'd already done everything and all that. But man, the reason why that
when you finish this, I beg, I have another conclusion to get to. But just
so the reason that why that didn't happen was because if I had married her, I would have married burdens. Not even, she's a good girl, no doubt. That is not even a very, very good girl. But man, that's why, man, if you want to enter some certain relationship or some certain relationships that are going to lead to marriage, you really need to keep your eyes open, man. Don't just close your eyes and pucker up and kiss anything you see. Bam. You gotta keep your eyes open. So that didn't work out well. I was going to inherit debt, and the thing just casted. I ended up calling it off. She get because it didn't make sense. I dated someone. I dated someone here that was a money pit. Do you know what they call a money pit? You just throw money at it, and there's no return on investment. There's no return on investment.
God forbid.
So like I was just throwing, and I dated her for quite some time, maybe like some 5-6 years or thereabouts, before the thing started. Then I now took years later I now took my foolishness. I went to go and meet her again. She get and like for 2 years, yeah. Like, do you know how it is to check for someone for 2 years?
Yeah.
Like I spent 2 years trying to check a human being, like grief for me now. I basically just simped for this. She
cut soap for you. She cut soap. She cut soap for you.
Cut soap, guy. I don't even know what happened. So here's what now happened. At the end of the day, yeah. Because when I met her again, I asked her out. She said she didn't know, maybe. So, I just simped straight up for like 2 years straight. And I was just simping. I did everything. I tried to impress, put the girl on trips, put the girl on cruise. This girl used me to catch trips and cruise, man.
I know how girls do now.
And then the mental burden to be under that mental burden for 2 years can unmake you.
Yeah,
it can fucking unmake you. So
dangerous-ish.
As in, I do you my mom almost disowned me because of this thing. My mom almost disowned me for because of this thing. All right. So after 2 years, I called her. I asked her, "How far?" It's been 2 years. We've been chilling. I've proven to you. I've proven to you that I'm willing to take whatever it is to
Let me write
the
this
most
down.
to the most logical conclusion. Shay, you understand?
Yeah.
To its most logical conclusion. How far? Maybe 2 now. And this girl says, I don't know. Maybe. I fucking lost it. I fucking lost it. I was like, wait, for 2 years, I've been like, you've been blocking me for 2 years. You like other girls have actually tried to come around. You've been sending them away, literally. Like your existence in my life drives other people away. Yeah. And then after 2 years, I'm asking you, you don't even have the dignity to tell me no. You're telling me maybe because you want me to continue funding your life. I'm like, as in at that point, like this, I just took 2 days off. I took 2 days off from being Leslie. Yeah,
Well,
I took 2 days off from being Leslie. I really thought, yeah.
That's nice. What they call why buy the car where you can get the milk for free.
I took 2 days for, I took 2 days off here from being Leslie. I said that I gave myself break, and I was like, you know what, fuck all of this, fuck this, fuck that to the sky. I don't fucking care. Get away from me, And it was around that period that I met my wife.
See, Leslie, you know something about you, eh?
Yeah.
Let me just step in again. Sorry to cut short because I'm actually angry. Hold up, please. I wrote all 3 things down I wanted to say because I'm actually pissed off.
Yeah.
You see, the time in which you were dating, and I think you were just lucky because you were able to find people around you like that have some sense. Yes, you met some people down the lane, but you're that person, you have a guy. The Lagos dating scene now is a dustbin. You know that place where they used to throw dustbin. That's the dating scene right now. As in, guy, you know that there are so many girls now. Like marriage now to a lot of women now is like.
That's calm, man.
No, do you understand? It's like you are making a financial decision. It's not even a decision of commitment anymore. It's that you have money. Like you realize that right now, like to marry now with 6 figures is like extreme sport in this country. That like do people realize that thing? Like that's one of the things.
And the maddest part of all of this is that someone who is not even earning up to 150K,
yes,
does not bring anything to the table short of
demanding nonsense.
Short of spreading your legs, you will now come and with certain standards for you. You that you are hustling, that you as in somehow you take you gathered all your shit together and you managed to bring home 400K somehow. And like you can't. It's magic to you, and it's magic that you have to repeat every month 400K as a man. And I'm just now. Meanwhile, this person that brings in 400K every month, this person belongs to less than 10% of the men in Lagos. Because I can guarantee you, the majority of the men in Lagos do not earn above 250K.
Yeah, that's true.
That's very true. Because
you've worked your magic here. Sorry, laddie. You've worked your magic here. You've worked hard. You've done your hustle. You've somehow at the end of the day, you're coming home with 400,000 naira. This fruit basket that you want to marry does not even come home with say maybe 70, 80, or even 90K. And then she has the amount to be asking for iPhone and Peruvian and like
The thing is that Mr. Leslie understand.
Yeah.
Again, I want to blame Nigerian men too.
Why?
I don't blame them.
This
We
whole
too they
case,
same. We too they same so much. We too they
let
same.
me
We too
know
they
best.
same.
You cannot blame us. Let me tell you why,
No, no,
bros.
no, wait. Mr. Adipo, also make I just say my point. Make I just say my point. You understand? You
Yeah.
get some guys where I know be say sometimes when girls they always complain about self, they do all this type of thing where they will charge you for iPhone and co. Let's us say to be fair, I get that hustle because it gets some guys where I know be say when they talk to babe, they lead with like okay. I be man, you understand? I get special things where like personality and stuff like that. I guess some guys when I don't see they
Fam.
want those babes, they go just send picture of iPhone
Fam.
and car and co. I think so. So you don't set standard for everybody. Say if
Fam.
you don't get that iPhone and car, you are zero or zilch. You
Fam.
understand?
Fam.
Because
Fam.
I
Fam.
just say if you are leading with a babe with money and the babe again call they chop your money, you should not be surprised that the babe like money now. Obviously, it was the money that she and then that's what she tell.
Fam.
And most of these babes don't follow your money, oh, but in the end, what they will do is that they will
Okay.
start sleeping with other guys that don't have money
Okay.
because
Let me
they don't really
wait.
like you.
Let me make something clear
Yeah,
to you.
annoying stuff.
Let me make something
Everybody
clear
get
to you. Let
yeah,
me make something clear to you. So you
yeah,
see, in this world there are two genders. Yeah. And
yeah.
you need to know what defines them. Yeah.
Leslie, they are not two genders, so you want them to cancel you.
Alaye. Alaye. See, let's not have that discussion. I just got big. Now, there are men and there are women.
Mhm.
Now, you see, women have to preserve their value.
That's true.
Men come with no value at all. We have to prove it. We have to manufacture it.
Jesus Christ. This world.
Sure, you understand. So if you are a man, yeah, if you're a man and you're walking up to a woman, my brother, your character is nothing.
Please, let me tell him. That's what I wanted to say, but please.
Your character, it means nothing. It translates to nothing. Your goodness as a human being translates to nothing. You understand? Because you as a man, you are without value. You have to manufacture the value and then prove your value. Women are already valuable.
Bro, let me ask you a question. Emmanuel, let me ask you a question. How many
What's up,
women
guys?
do you know in Nigeria? How many women do you know in Nigeria that married down, like married below their pay grade? Like in terms of,
How
how
many
many
women in the world married down? First of all, let's ask the
Nigeria?
question.
Let's even start use Nigeria.
Nobody's going to marry down. Jesus, no. Nobody's going to
Nobody
marry
married
down.
down now.
Like, guy, see, let me tell you something. One of the things I've always told myself, and I'm being comfortable in my brokenness, because being broke, it like used to reset my focus. I don't like telling people, like, I'm serious. See, because there was this babe, so there was
Yeah.
this girl. Like I like the girl, like mad. I love the girl so much, but when I was thinking about it, because that time I started catching useless feelings. Me, I was now wondering, like, normally, me where I know the catch feelings, me where say normally, I always use vex to reset my feelings, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So next thing you know, I was even having this thing, whether I should ask this babe out. I said, next thing I know, I just saw one alert on my account, 5,000 just left my account for no reason.
Yeah.
Everything just
Billy.
you don't understand. I just started partying, getting angry. Next thing you know, that sat down, I think, what was I thinking about before? I actually wanted, I say, but it's not possible. Like, once you are broke, don't even bother going into a relationship, because one, you are giving yourself avenue to be disrespected. Knowingly or not knowingly. Guy, you get FM.
I know they play them.
They play them every day. I play them as I talk to you like this. But don't worry, sir.
All right.
But that Nedu issue was actually kind of strange and weird.
Let me explain something to you, guy. Let me let you understand something. That woman, trust when I see this, all the backlash that is only going on, it won't like she will never be scrutinized. Imagine if that Nedu now was caught cheating.
That's the end of his career, man.
Do you understand?
I
So
get.
you are always constantly like you're at a disadvantage at every point in time, especially if you don't have money. If you don't have money, just shut up. And that's the reality of how the world works. That's the way it works. Which is one of the reasons why all these feminists that they shout, which understandably some of their causes I agree with, but the way the world is programmed and is this thing, money runs the world. Relationships, what is money? Like money speaks. Why do you think rich men, Bezos and all those guys? I personally believe that when Bill Gates divorced his wife, one of the biggest proponents of that is money.
Of course, no.
I believe that thing because those guys don't joke with money.
Maybe. That's
They
true,
don't,
Sha, that's true.
they don't joke with money. Like, do you understand? Like money.
And the guy had side chicks again, and she knew he had side chicks, but I
My
thought
guy, you can't be that rich and not have side chicks.
Like you have too much
yeah, you have to have
options.
side
You
chicks.
understand?
But some men share that tough, but you go hard.
No,
Yeah,
you
you
see, look, see. No. Let's define it. Let's define it clearly now. Let's define it as clear as possible. There is rich, there's wealthy, and there's 1%. Bill Gates falls under that 1%. And what do I mean that falls under that 1%? That 1% is such that if the wife decides to divorce and she says she wants to take half of everything, Bill Gates will still be fucking. It will still be 1%.
That's true. I get you.
Now take Will Smith for example. Now, yeah, Will Smith has money. He's rich. He's not Jay-Z rich, but he's rich.
Yeah.
If Jada Pinkett wakes up one morning and says that she wants to have 7 entanglements, yeah, Will Smith can't cry.
That's true.
Will Smith cannot cry. The highest that will happen is that there will be a scandal, and then with good, brilliant PR, it will blow over. But Will Smith cannot cry.
I think someone was saying me like someone was saying, someone was telling me dating advice of Will. I say, what? You're telling me dating advice of Will Smith. Are you stupid?
Dating advice of Will Smith is the worst advice to ever get from anyone.
The guy was that said that you should love your woman and you should cherish her. I say, bro, that's the work.
Don't even.
Jada did on his also Jada's birthday. She posted a Tupac Shakur, like her love letter is poem to her during that time. Me, I just do quiz like, oh, what kind of
like. And okay, so if you now wake up and say, okay, you want to
letter for another person,
like you imagine now if Jada now wakes up and says she wants a divorce, she'll probably come for everything, and Will Smith will be left in the streets. The same thing with Jay-Z. Sha. I don't know. Anyway, I can't really see for Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z has.
Is a control kind of Sha. If not,
fam. Jay-Z is not in control. Jay-Z is not in control. Trust me.
If he gets divorced today, in fact, it's going to be difficult for him because Beyonce is very influential in his success. There are so many deals that he gets that once he walks in with Beyonce, forget it.
I think basically it's like what they call thing, the 50, like 50-50. Like she knows what he brings to the relationship. She knows what he kind of knows what she brings to the relationship. So they kind of know that okay, they're better staying together than staying apart. That's what they bring in terms of everything.
You're looking at it wrong. It's less expensive for them, especially for Jay-Z. For them to stay together than for them to be apart.
Yeah, and the stress, lawyers and your children, stuff like that.
Now you get it.
I get. Fact, child.
That's one of the reasons why, I was telling somebody this thing, what was this guy's name? Who was it that was saying it? One comedian was saying it that the only people that have unconditional love in this world are women and kids.
Women and dogs. Women, dogs, and kids.
Yes, women, kids, and dogs. Those are the only people that.
That was this boy now.
Chris Rock.
Yeah, Chris Rock. Yeah.
Yes, that men are loved conditionally. Like it's
Because men are love for what they can provide.
what they can provide. Like that's it. So that's one of the reasons why that the only person that can love you unconditionally is like the person that gave birth to you. That's
Yeah,
it.
your
But
mom. I don't want to
after
see feeling.
that,
And
after that,
even that one self is still
even that
suspect.
It's still asterisks there for
do you understand? Like, and that's why, and that's one of the reasons why I always tell people like, in this life as a man, the first thing just get money first. First, sort out your finances. Like, be okay. Let's know that when you go to bed in the night, there's money in your account. Because let me tell you, when Kasala bursts, and that's just it, relationship, anything, like forget it. That they do guy, like when I think about it, like I don't even want, like because sometimes I sit down and think on my own, like, what's his mental like? Like that thing alone is enough for somebody to run mad.
and he was still doing skits and he was laughing. I was look say, "Chai."
Like, guy, do you know the kind of that guy is mentally strong? Because let me tell you something, now me, guy, I go commit murder, I swear.
Guy will have burnt the house a long time ago.
I would have committed murder, like just kill him straight, make nobody go know. Fine, honestly. Like,
The way the woman was not doing as if so I was pregnant. It's supposed to have been like it was not his before. I was like,
guy, let me tell you something. See, let me tell you something. I know of a friend that was dating a girl. Like, okay, so before they even dated, like they were very close friends.
Yeah.
Like they were extremely close. And this guy used to tell me that how much this guy liked babe and things like that. Now the guy now an Malian. So if
how do you turn a normal human being to a Malian?
This was as far back. So they were childhood friends. They went to the same primary school. Families knew each other. So everybody already kind of knew that these guys were dating and things. Even when he was in KC and everything, like it was clear and obvious that this girl two of them were very close.
Yeah.
So they started dating in university. They were in Unilag together. I remember the diploma when we were in diploma. Now so the girl they dating. They just started dating 3 months into the relationship. And this is just normal relationship. Mm-hmm. The girl started moving out with this thing. Next thing, she was in a private hostel. One evening, I came back from playing basketball. So in front of our hostel, that's where I usually take like public transportation to my house.
Yeah.
I saw this girl entering a Jeep. Now I was not thinking like this guy's mother doesn't have a Jeep now. I know the guy's car, like, and do you understand? I saw one guy like that, one dude like that with the Jeep. They were kissing. And the way they packed, I'm not wondering because I was actually going to the car to ask her, what's up now, how you doing, and things like that. Because I know her very well. I saw the girl, the girl was kissing another guy like 3 months. Like even me, I couldn't even wrap my head around it. Like I couldn't even
concept.
You understand? When I now told the guy, like the guy didn't believe and things like that. Why am I trying to spoil? The guy almost fought with me. Apparently, he now found out somehow. So I don't know how he found out, Nasha. The guy failed diploma because of this thing.
Damn.
Do you understand? Like he failed diploma, he had to do diploma again.
Yeah. Now if it's because of babe, that's in
I boast to it. After university, NYSC, they came back together, they were dating again.
My guy has no lens.
Hold on now, they were dating again. She now broke his heart again. After that one, it was not the one that now said that look, you know what? Like right now, he has made up his mind that he's not married. Like he has told his parents, yeah, he's living good now, chilling and everything, but his mom seen that it's how far now. Where he told his mother, stop.
There's no wife, please stop asking me foolish questions.
I'm not getting like he has no like
no plans.
Like the guy didn't knock anything, anything that is moving. But if you tell him that guy, say marriage, forget it. It's like
Marriage,
you get
a concept.
and I don't and funny enough, because usually yeah, people have different temperaments. Do you understand? Now, like you now, when we say you go enter a relationship, you still, but you go just chest and say, oh man, we move and move on to something else.
Some people don't have that, man.
Don't have that kind. Me, I don't have that patience. Like me, when they broke my heart, I just started focusing on work. Straight. I started learning web flow, started learning.
Because there's nothing else to do, my G.
There's nothing else. You don't understand? Like waiting day.
It's not like you're going to be. It's not like you're magically going to be Dangote, man. So
You don't understand. So let me put all my focus, make money, and enhance my craft. You understand? Like that time, like this guy, like they look relationship and as in mentally.
The thing is, I think I tell someone that, to be fair, in terms of this dating thing and co, like I tell say it's not a bad thing to have money and co, but be very careful in the sense that don't let it be that the only reason why you're really like a worthy man is because of your money. There has to be other things too under the two share.
Because what else? Wait, Chief. I want to ask you this question. Besides money, what else? No, I can answer that question. Besides money, what else?
Okay, let me answer small. Like a masculine frame. If you're someone that even though when you get money, the babe say they do you anyhow, she feel, let me say the babe go call date for you as time. When you now say, okay, I need to pick up, she now say, okay, she don't want to come, she just cancel and go. Like if you take little slides like that, you're someone that even though you have money, the way she treats the relationship as if it doesn't matter. In the end, you still marry the babe on for everything. You have to be very, it's not only about the money, you also have to also get some street smarts to not be say you will be like something the babe go do that you can't
my brother, fam. This thing you're talking about only happens if you have God help me money. If you have what the fuck money, she will align. She will align. All this one you're talking is she will fucking align.
There are a few cases like that, but there are very few where you see women that actually like don't really pay attention to money and things like that. But guys,
there's some things I know that I don't fetch the money, but
guys, they are not many. Guys, they are not
many. They're not many. They're like two. I don't see that two actually. I know. I write down.
I said because and that's one of the things I always tell most guys. Like, guy, if you want they love, like people where they marry, they always be happy for them. Like,
yeah,
because that thing is bravery, guy. Forget that thing is fucking bravery.
Like you see somebody, because let me tell you something. Me personally, if I'm going to get married to somebody, like guy, it's going to take like I have to do like background check.
Yeah, obviously that's true.
Like, because guy, let me tell you something. These people they disguise. As in,
you know the funny thing, like during that time, they not those tradition where your parents will actually go to the investigate the father, the parents of the child.
That thing is underrated.
They said they know stuff. Say everybody crazy for this.
That thing is underrated.
It's essential.
As in, lazy, there was even one I was watching on YouTube. The guy is he's a soldier, so he's an army veteran. Yeah. So he fought in Afghanistan for like 8 years. So before he went to Afghanistan, he got married. No, actually, one of the times he came back to this thing, he got married. So when he got married, he was in Afghanistan for like 2 years. The remaining 2 years of his tenure as a soldier before he now came back. So when he got married, stayed here for like a year and a half. In America for like a year and a half or 3 years before he went back for deployment. So they had 2 kids. Mm-hmm. So they had 2 kids. In that period, they had 2 kids. So immediately this guy went back. 3 months after he came back. So this was, and mind you, this was something he was saying on his YouTube channel. Do you know that in the times that they were dating, she was cheating on him?
Madness.
One of the kids there is not his own.
His own.
Wow.
Then because I used to watch their YouTube channel, so they used to do some of these reaction videos and
Oh
things
yeah,
like that.
I understand.
I used to watch them and they used to do the reaction together, and everybody used to say, what a loving couple, things like that. That they are
If you like say I sabi this family where they talk of.
But
Like say I
I
sabi them.
sorry somehow.
You understand? Omo, when the guy they talk guy, as in even me say
Like
I look
pain. So they feel the pain.
guy, like that thing,
But I want to say something. Okay. I want to say something very controversial for this this discussion.
Yeah.
I know some babes right now where I know say if I get money, they spend like 3 months for market, I go marry them. Like you understand, there are some babes where I know say like you because of what they have, very rare qualities that you just need to just go cooking and enter the market.
Fam.
Yes,
Wait, calm down. Elaborate on those rare qualities. What rare qualities?
You said you supposed to like baby know the stress we understand.
Guy, that's in a scam. People need to stress you. What the concept?
There are so many where there's some qualities you just know that okay.
Like what? Be specific. Come out and tell us what qualities.
To be fair, I can't really pin. Just you can't
pin. You can't pin, and then you want to go and marry. My guy, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something here. See, I've been married for like, and I mean, I'm not here to brag, but I've been married for like 5, almost 6 months now. I can tell you this for free. The qualities you are looking for in a woman, very, very simple. Number one, a woman who can hold her own. Sure, you understand. A woman that can hold her own. A woman who is prudent with finances. You see that thing that I just said right now? Fucking key. That thing has ended marriages.
Yeah, financial this thing.
A woman who can hold her own. And what I mean by hold her own means that if push comes to shove, if all of a sudden you wake up one morning and you're unemployed, you can wake up and say, okay, you know what, man, let's this is what we are going to do, man. Let's ball. You understand?
Yeah.
A woman who is financially sensible, who is financially prudent, someone who understands the value of money. Of all the women I've ever dated, this woman that I'm married to respects money.
Bless you.
She respects money.
God don't bless you now.
She understand.
Leslie, do you know how hard that is?
Number three. You need someone that is honest and loyal. Honest and loyal. In this Nigeria, for you to find a girl that has those two together is almost impossible. They can be honest, they will not be loyal. They can be loyal, they will not be honest.
Yeah, that's true.
Sure, you understand. Number 4, you need someone that actually you need someone that is a fast thinker, like their brain, they touch that some. Like there are some technical discussions I can be having with this woman, and I'll just be looking at her as she's responding to me, and I'm wondering, this woman clearly is not even in this field.
But she's still dropping advice.
And gems. And I call the one that say, hey, I mean they chop for this woman leg. Hey, Modern. Do you understand? See, fam, those 4 things I just listed, that's all you need from a woman. Any woman that doesn't match any of those things,
you know what you're telling us to do. All these conversations you are saying now, you're just telling us to go and marry Wonder Woman. Sure, you know. Sure, you know. Because all those things, they know. That's why I'm just looking at you like, what are you saying?
No. The thing is that what you see, the thing about this that you need to do this is a numbers game actually. Like if I want to do the maths now, well, let's say officially we're like 200 million people right here, Stan. And I think 100 million is between that 18 to 35. So basically your babes rate are between 18 to 30 or 18 to 25 or 28. That's your babes rate if you reach that certain high income level by around age 30 and co. So basically you are doing like let's do like 20 million babes. Somehow out of 20 million babes, people that are in the top, like beauty percentage, let's put it like, let's say like 5 million babes. Yeah, stand officially.
Yeah, okay,
So
okay,
those
okay.
million
You know
babes
what I
now.
like?
The people that wait, make calm down. Make I actually give you the people wait. So the people that actually sensible and cool. People wait the base way the one woman have wait in Celeste they actually look for. Let's say that like maybe 300,000. 300,000 will be out of the 5 million babes, you understand? So basically now your odds are not that high, but it's impossible. Basically,
You know what I like
you
this
get
guy?
chance, but you don't get chance like that.
Your odds are impossible. Not that they're high, they're impossible.
You know why I like this guy?
Yeah.
I like this guy because he's very, very like he puts things into consideration in terms of he attacks a lot of his problems based on numbers. But this is the mistake you make. You're not taking into external factors. You're not taking into the fact that you are in Nigeria. That's a major factor.
Good. There was
outside
this
that
girl. There was this girl. Sorry, laddie. There was this girl there. There was this girl that I met while I was in university. This girl, like she said it to all that cared to hear, that she was not interested in marrying a Nigerian, that she wanted to marry. It was her dream to marry a Romanian.
Romania.
From Romania. Not American, not English, not British, nothing. A fucking Romanian. And I was like, yo, where's this coming from?
Is she married now?
To be honest, I don't know, man.
You don't even care. I'm sure you don't even give a fuck about you.
So let me So I was even saying now, you have to take into consideration that first of all, you're in Nigeria. I'm assuming you're in Lagos now, Abi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The second consideration, you have to take into consideration that you are in Lagos. That's another external factor.
Yeah. Lagos official.
That's number 2. Number 3, you have to take into consideration that look, you are going to be the breadwinner.
Yeah.
For that relationship, for that.
Yeah, the breadwinner, the butter winner, you're just
you understand? That's number 3. Number 4, you also have to take, if you plan scale that hurdle and say you get married. Parenting, because a lot of people don't understand. Parenting, what's the ideology of parenting? Do you want to raise stupid children? You understand? Finances again. This thing you said, finances. Guy, let me tell you something. That's one thing. This personally that I've realized. A lot of women look to marriages as a financial upgrade. So marriage, I want to get on dating generally. Is like no woman dates below her pay. Like, and I always ask that question. Why is it that women get to have preferences but men don't? When a man has preferences, they say he's sexy, he's chauvinistic. But women get to have preferences. Women, they don't like to date men that are shorter than them. I always ask that question. What's the reason for that? I don't understand that.
Let me answer that question for you. Biology.
Okay.
It's simply biology. Here's the thing. A woman will always gravitate to the man that offers her security, that offers her protection, that offers her the possibility of her the possibility of her giving birth to an offspring that is strong and competent, so to speak.
Oh God! So biology is even against us again.
You understand? Like so. Here's the thing. Like the ideal. If you ask a woman what her ideal man is, the person that she's going to describe to you is 1% of the 1% of the 1% of all men. She understand. The person
is not a real person.
Well, no, actually, such people actually exist. It's just that we can't even possibly see them because they are so obscure and they are so rare. They exist, no doubt. Jesus, they have the money, they have the resources, they have the security, they have the build and the physique. And the moment anyone sees that she instantly wants to have his offspring. Do you understand? So yes, biology is basically against us.
I'm
Now
not
you can
saying
now the best you can do to help your case, to help your case is A, try your best to make money. B, go gym, work out, look as fit as possible. Nobody is saying you should look like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but at least look like Keanu Reeves. That's it. That's it. Nobody's saying you should look like what's his name? What's the name of this nigga? This Vin Diesel. You know, you get. But if you look like Tom Holland, well, it's a fair start. All these things will not give you the best baby in the room, but it will improve your chances significantly. That is the honest truth.
There's another thing again. Nobody's talking about social media. Like, think about it this way: all these like babes and co. Now they're going to all those Kardashian pages. They're going to all those. I've seen all these fancy people of all those vacation and co. So that being like, okay, if a guy does not provide all those vacations and co, he's not up to being a man or stuff like that. So they don't get high dreams already. And the point is that that's all. Seniority is bad. If to say like on a rating scale, let's say this baby is like. Maybe it's like a 9 or 8. If you want all those vacation and Bali, I understand because you get the spec, you get it. I'm like, okay, you feel, I feel, but
most of the babes,
like, guy, oh yeah, you cannot to that level.
Chief. Let me break it down for you. First of all, most of the babes that even go to the Bali, not lie, they're actually mid. They are actually fucking mid. They're not even 7. They're not even 8. You understand? Now, wait, we've not even finished. Now, you are making this assumption based on what you see.
Oh, understand? True. That's true.
Because social media girls and social media people, those ones they like to glamorize and to talk as if it's what they are doing all the time. And then people who want to be like them, they have aspirations. But let's be honest, the people that are going to Bali that you can see, they are not to 3% of the population. Who know like
just 1-2% is okay.
That's number one. Number two, the percentage of couples that not married couples, just couples that can actually afford to go to Bali without having to A, borrow, B, save is small. It's ridiculously small.
Yeah.
Sure, you understand. And then number three, and this is the interesting part. Number 3, after they've gone and come back to Bali, check that relationship if they're still together after 3 months.
Yeah. And
because one or two things will have happened. A, the guy realized that this person is a fruit basket and he will dump her. B, the girl realized that this person is a fruit basket and doesn't really have much to offer. As he cannot maintain the amount of money I'm asking him of, and then she will dump him. And then 3, both of them will realize that they are both fruit baskets and it was a foolish thing that they did. And they will dump each other. Do you understand? See, it's not really cut and dry.
Yeah,
there are several things to consider.
I mean, this marriage thing, when we reach there, we'll cross that road.
I cannot cross you to this country. I thought somewhere I can't marry this.
No, it is that.
Tony. Wait, guys, chill. Tony wants to say something. Tony, what's up, man?
Yeah, it's been an interesting conversation so far. And I try to listen as much as I can to see people's viewpoints, and I do understand that it's really the reality of what we are experiencing in today's dating world.
Yeah.
I want to say one thing that ultimately the numbers don't stack up in favor of you finding the right person and having it work out, but that there has to be still that outlook that you have to have about life, that what you will do, yours will be different and yours will stand out if it's going to have any chance of success at all, wherever you invariably landing. So, it's just an advice I'll give. I did my 10th anniversary last month.
Wow. Congrats, bro. Congrats.
Yeah. and I was doing well leading through the relationship, but at the time when we fixed the wedding date and all of that, at the time where I got married, I was hold 8 months salary at that time. Now, my biggest competition with my spouse was a LNG bobo.
Fuck. Yeah, how did you win? How did you win?
How did you win, bro?
How did you win?
So, unfortunately, it was more of it's the woman's choice. That's the point where you now need to be sure the woman is who you think she is, you know. No, and she single-handedly said, you know what, you are the one I chose, you know. So it wasn't like I had to do anything differently other than just keep assuring her that it's still the best decision you've made, you know.
Thank God, though.
So yeah. I would say that the good thing about where we are now, and I'm speaking to having listened to everybody, is that this is probably the best chance you have to find that person when there's still no
when the supply is still strong
money in your account. Do you understand? As much as I know that the heartbreak and the chances that the trash out there that would throw you away the moment you start talking, but that if you are going to find the genuine ones, this is about the best time you can. The other thing that I think also came out in this conversation that I think I should underscore, referring to Leslie in particular, is that he gave his best even to the one that wasn't serious, you know, to try to make it work. And there's a way in life that is generally gets rewarded for those kind of behaviors, even when it appears that you are stupid, you know?
Yeah.
But have that mindset that you give it your best at each opportunity, you know? Then the other thing that I think we should also say clearly is that today, if Leslie, if that person did not work well, if that relationship did not go well, by the time the next person came along, Leslie was already in a better position in terms of options.
Yeah.
Because through each failed relationship, he kept improving himself, like, you know, and I'm happy you shared the testimony of how you got your jobs and all of that, based on obviously the quality of your work. And I think that part of it should not be underestimated. That at the time, if Leslie loses his jobs today, and he just puts on his LinkedIn that I'm available to the highest bidder, you know, chances are that in less than a week, conversations would have started to lead to the next job, you know. And you know, I don't pray you even have to get to that point, because it's not fun. But
no, it's not fun.
It's not fun. But I'm just saying that you're in a position now that your options are better than maybe 10 years ago, you know. And that you also have started thinking of the next step, the next stage, you know, this is becoming boring, I need to do something else. And that's like my biggest learning from this conversation, that our options for women will always still remain the same pool. It won't change. The only thing that will change is we changing ourselves and the way we think about how we want to approach the situation. Focus on improving yourself, but also remain in the game. You've had one outbreak, congratulations. Many will come, but like we said, it's a game of numbers. You become better at each next relationship. Still give it your best, because when you find that right person, you will know. And when chances are that you even think that, wow, this person is going to run away, something bad has happened in my life, the right person will now stay with you. And I think the only way to know is it was still one of the best decisions I make. Tomorrow, I'm a lot more comfortable than I was obviously 10 years ago. I was able to have a proper honeymoon that I couldn't have then for our 10th anniversary.
Wow.
But the reality is that I have no reason to worry about her. She's proven herself to be gold to me. Like, if I mess up, I know Sinami mess up. It's so bad that if I do a mistake now, my family will disown me in her favor. Like, she can do no wrong in their eyes because of those times.
And these things are very difficult, like, because, and that's one of the things I always pay attention to is like, in as a person generally, like, one of the biggest decisions you ever make in your life, like, if you get married wrong, it can wreck you for the rest of your life. And
you actually may not survive.
You may not survive. So, which is one of the reasons why, like, even in relationships, like, me personally, like, one of the reasons why, outside the fact that financially, like, like, I'm broke emotionally, I'm broke financially. Another major reason why is I might not
see that emotion thing, you recover quickly. It's only a matter of time,
But also,
so
another thing also that I always take into consideration is that when usually with relationships, one of the things I always look out for is that, look, a lot of people really, especially with these things that you said something about this thing, that looking for the right person. Majority of the people, and Leslie can testify to this, us being in do you understand, on social media space and just generally hanging around. A lot of women really are looking at marriage, which is essentially what I said, relationships generally, as a stepping stone. If you ask an average person, an average woman between, let's say, the ages of 25 and let's say 35, right now as we speak, if you ask them, like, what is the criteria you want to use to date a guy, the first thing they will say, subconsciously or even just like on a normal day, is that, look, how much does he earn? That's the first thing they will say, first of all. Then number two, they will tell you, okay, is he tall? Is he short? Does he have money? Is he fine? Does he have beers that used to connect? All these things. They sound stupid. Do you understand? They sound stupid, but these are things that a lot of women have. I know a girl that said she didn't, that initially said she liked me, but because I have pot belly. Because I have pot belly, that she can't date me, you understand? That kind of thing, like stupid reasons like that. Which is fine, because I'm like, your problems are bigger than my own. But these are the things generally men face, which is one of this is why I like to celebrate people who have gotten it right in marriage. I always celebrate them. Like when Leslie got married, I was so happy for him. I was very happy. I congratulated him and everything. Generally, even my friends that gotten married, because that marriage, if you fail in that aspect, your life is like you're in serious problems, because that's the person you have decided to spend your life with do you understand? Spend the rest of your life with. And if you get it wrong, if it's somebody, even if you make up, you keep learning as the marriage goes on and things like that, it might affect you. You might not be able to, like, it will affect every aspect of your life. The way you talk to people, the way you work, everything, your general demeanor. So that marriage thing, when I hear people who have gotten it right and things like that, I'll always learn to celebrate it, because to tell you the truth is extremely difficult. The odds are stacked against us. And as the years go by, it even gets more difficult and more difficult, especially in this age of technology and age of social media and things like that. It's almost like you are fighting with so many external forces that are stacked against you. But we move at some point.
Yeah, so the goal then should be that we should try to even the odds by improving ourselves. I know that it's extremely challenging, especially when the average lady out there, the first thing they want to see is your bank account, how much are you earning? What are you doing? But you also find out, and very likely, that the kinds of lady who will likely say that, okay, what I'm earning and what you're earning, if we put it together, can take care of both of us, and I can see you and see where you're going. And I think something can happen here, are not likely the ones that we will hit on social media.
Very true.
Yeah. So put yourself as we are all user experience researchers and designers. Like,
yeah,
where am I going to find this kind of people that will look beyond what my income is now alone to make a decision? And the reality is that those people still exist. We've done the numbers. We've not said they don't exist. We just say there are few. So let's even our chances by finding out where to find this kind of people and
hanging out with them,
and have an open mind of, okay, there are some people, you can't even start talking to love with them about until there's really some serious friendship and they get to know who you are, what your goals are. They're already helping you along the line. Then somewhere along the line, you now say, Madam, I see what you're doing in my life. You've been a blessing to me. Can we take this to the next level? Do you believe in me enough to commit that long term? And I think those women are out there. However, there are things we need to do by ourselves to be sure of where we are going and be on the way there. When we're on the way there, they see that this guy, I better get him now before he blows.
If another person comes and carry him too.
Do you understand? And I believe those opportunities are always there for almost anybody.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day,
again. Oh, sorry, sir. Continue.
At the end of the day, even Obama's daughter, first daughter self, now still one boy can't go to stand, which she agree. It doesn't matter how much fire you carry in the head. Like, at the end of the day, you shall marry somebody now.
That's true.
And so you might get no's. Be open-minded about that. It means it's the person's loss.
Yeah, that's true.
My wife's other bobo that was in the picture then, we are best of friends now. He was still joking with me the other day. Obviously, we are not in the same region or area or whatever. But it was like, I should come and share note to that. His wife's anniversary is coming as well.
Wow.
But the reality is, I should be so confident in myself and what I'm doing that I shouldn't be afraid for any reason. He's doing fine. I'm doing fine as well now, But
I'm sure.
But it proved that it wasn't just money that my wife was after, which is something I appreciate her for now. So
that's hard
let's
to find.
let's move with a bit of the problems will never go away. The social media will not disappear tomorrow. So all this mess will continue to be there. We continue to see the bad stories, bad marriages, because that is what social media thrives on. Yeah. And they do, this one went wrong, Two-Face, those news will always be there. But the successful relationships are there out there and they can be modeled. You listen to their stories, you can always pick one or two things from them. Joker Silva is there and Olu Jacobs, years together, nothing has gone wrong. Celebrity marriages, they are still success stories. But we won't talk about those ones because there's no crisis there, all I'm saying is that let's have an open mind about it. It's bad, yes, that's the reality. But can you make a success out of with the odds stacked against us? Yes, and I think people are doing it every day. In this COVID period, I have a number of my younger ones that this was the period they all decided that they were going to just do the do, because anyway, there's no reception that could be done because COVID was happening. They've all had this relationship and this hanging weight of the wedding bills over their head, you know, and with a lot of counsel and understanding, some of them, all that money that they've been saving up, they just went to go and buy property in Ikorodu and start their life, you know. Because, again, it won't get better than that. In the midst of all these bad things, that's when they saw the opportunity that now they have an excuse to give people of why they don't have to spend 10 million naira, 5 million naira on a wedding, you know. And instead, they converted it into something else. So, but if you don't have the mindset to look at things from a positive angle, and you have the kind of spouse that is understanding in that regard, that is also money savvy, that also wants to settle down, you know, then they want that dream wedding. The dream wedding will come. Don't worry. There's all that Bali trip. What is it for if it's not to show up to the whole world? You know, but then that promise has to be there that you're on your way there, you know, and they can see the signs that you're on your way there. That's when they will jump on and follow a vision that is not already in the works. If it wasn't Leslie's wife now, if it was just any other person that, you know, almost anybody that Leslie would have met along the way would have, at least it would have been difficult for that person to say no, seeing where his track record, see what he has done, seeing what he's doing, you know, and like, this is a productive young person. I would, you know, man, almost any one of us recommend our sisters and say, Leslie is calm, is cool-headed, you know. That's just an example, for instance. And that you will say, don't worry, he's a good guy, you know, even though all we know and we meet him is in training class like this, you know. But that is the opportunity that we think we can take and model as well. Like, in another 3-4 years, we should be in a level where I think, that's even if the money is not there yet, the potential for the money is higher than it is for us now, because then we already know, we already have more skills, we already have more opportunities, we already have, you know, and we can really sort it out. But if we already have someone at that time, it's easier because we have proven that this person was ready to stay with me when there was nothing, which eliminates quite a lot of problems we will have in the future. If
it's very important.
You can have the money now, you can blow now, and something just happens, you know.
You get, it's very true.
And it puts the relationship on a lot of strain because you are now beginning to see a side of her you've not seen before. The side of her that has not experienced you without money.
Very true. Because a lot of marriages too, like, that's one of the things, especially with most rich like people who marry into rich families and things like that. Like, whenever the guy gets, probably when he started out, he wasn't as rich, but when he now gets some form of cash and things like that, he starts seeing traits and starts seeing things that they never exhibited before while he was at the beginning of the marriage, and that can actually break a marriage, like, and end.
Yeah, so it's a two-way street. The other way around too. If you were rich and things now go bad, the woman can now be like, I didn't sign up for this.
It's very, that one is very man.
So it's a tricky game, and we can only do our best, but have a very positive mindset about it. If not, it's failure on arrival, you know.
Very true. Very
that's all I want to say. I think
well,
Leslie, congrats.
Again, if I want to prefer again, is that I think men should just generally, like, we should just have higher standards. Like, we should not be tolerating some things that there are some things that some men tolerate that I'm just like, listen, I get you like this, babe, but there are some things I'm just like, not supposed to tolerate. I know that you like the babe, you love her, but there's this mindset I think men need to have from this men for that, an abundance mindset that, okay, this girl does not like you. If she does not fit your criteria, then no problem. gonna be around the corner, that we shouldn't box ourselves, because there's some men that they always, most of they always, there's some people that I know, they always compete that these girls are always, they like money. In the end, they'll see chase those girls that like money. I'm like, why are you saying they don't like the, because they like it where those girls like asking for money. They'd have gotten addicted to that type of sugar daddy or something like that. So men they should be careful too, because they like to sometimes they have to dig their own grave, so they carry their shovel and dig their own grave. So that way, it's a two-way street. We thank God. Hello? Hello? Hello?
I think Leslie stepped away.
Oh, okay. That way. For me, I'm not bothered. Me right now I'm in the money boat now. I have to earn money first before woman will enter my conversation.
Hello, everyone. So I think it's time we called this
to the end of this discussion.
Yeah, we actually had it to the end. And
Sir Leslie.
Yeah, what's up?
Do you have a Substack?
I do, but I've only posted it once.
Give me control now. Let me run it for you
now. Why?
Give me control. Hello?
Why?
Like I would like say I won't be one. Not give me an account per se. I'm like, just give me like, I would not say okay, what like a Substack for you is like a design Substack. So what you need to do is just to put like highlights, special new UI elements and co. I'm sending it weekly or something like that. Basically, that's what I don't think. I mean, you want to be doing like other people do their Substacks for. Have you?
To be honest, like Substack is not something that I actually focus my attention on.
Try it though. It helps.
I know.
Like
I know. I mean,
like the community factor.
If I'm asking people to pay like $2 a month to my Substack and I get like maybe like some 30 people, that's not bad. but man, it's a commitment that right now, based on the number of things I've tricked my head inside, I don't have.
Yeah, so high. But that's why they always say just keep it simple. Like if you can just do once a week, just do once a week and just submit and go.
If that was what we said. It's a crazy commitment. Guys, man, thanks for coming around there. We'll talk next week by God's
No problem. Thanks, Leslie.
All right, bye.
Okay, now. Good night.
Good night.